The Marshall Plan is a 4-year plan starting on April 8, 1948. With this plan, we hope to rebuild war-devastated regions, remove trade barriers, and modernize industry to make Europe prosperous. Congress. In order to use this plan to stop communism from spreading, we should use it to our advantage by decreasing interstate barriers, encouraging productivity, dropping regulations, and adopting business procedures. We can use this policy of containment to help stop the spread of communism to other countries. So how can the Truman Doctrine play a role in adopting the idea of containment? Well, the Truman Doctrine not only was a foundation of the American foreign policy, but it will be a factor in helping form the North Atlantic Treaty Organization in 1949. Shouldn't we do all in our power to stop those who represent a threat to both our country and the security of others? Well, as our president said, we are fighting with all our strength to prevent the gluttons of privilege from swallowing up the country. And with this doctrine, we can do just that. Continuing with why we should adopt the policy of containment is our commitment to Europe. This will be a valuable aid in our efforts to protect other nations. For example, not only are we united allies with both Britain and France and the formation of NATO, but we wouldn't want the Soviets to create a dangerous sphere of influence, now would we? Our consistent and determined efforts in the containment policy should and will become the basis of our foreign policies. This will not only ensure that communism doesn't grow, but it will ensure that it doesn't come to the United States and our allies.
Senator Joseph McCarthy helped to allege large numbers of communists, Soviet spies, and sympathizers within the federal government. And also he made a McCarthyism, which we should apply to our anti-communist activities, because it will overall help us prevent it from spreading to us and other places. The domino theory is any communist victory in one nation will lead to a chain reaction in other regions of Southeast Asia, and we could use this theory to justify our actions when fighting other communist nations. And we predict that communism will not spread as quickly due to the domino theory.
The Korean War. At the end of World War II, Korea was divided into two at 38th parallel. North Korea was communist, but South Korea was anti-communist. Basically, they were democratic. North Korea invaded South Korea in order to, take over them. That was in 1950, but America supported South Korea. Because we got involved, South Korea did not fall under communism, and it shows that if we fought against communism, then it probably wouldn't take over, just like it did in South Korea. So basically, General MacArthur drove out the North whenever they invaded the South, and basically he pushed in North Korea so far, and the reason why he did that was he was attempting to roll back communism, but he pushed so far into North Korea to do that, but it didn't really end up working. So the Chinese Civil War. It was led by Mao Zedong, who was a communist, and he took power in China in 1949. Communist success in China convinced American leaders to be more involved in the struggle against communism. Because they were more involved in the struggle against communism, American spending on defense increased. The takeover of China with communism led to the fall of China, and that is why the U.S. should not use containment, because if they don't use containment, then the U.S. is going to fall, and that'd be bad because we'd be communist and we'd fall.